Hello, Kaiko here, and welcome to the chaos. Let's go.
And then do I go up here? Ooh. There's a nestling in there. And there is... I kind of want to go over here. Ooh, I see her. A whipster all the way over there. Okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna go back. Okay. How do I get back? Oh, I'm kind of regretting doing that. Okay, where's the closest? Oh no! Oh! Oh! There was a warp spire in the high tower all along. All along. All along. Okay, well, since we're already up here, we might as well just carry on up. There we go. Ooh! Whimstar. Okay, well, that's a future problem. Ooh, the ghosts! You're here! This is... a spell that seals the dead away. Yes, as a power to shatter a ghost, truest obsessions and wipe them out permanently. Why would anyone want to cast that on a ghost? The ruins have seen a lot of visitors recently. Someone must have triggered some nasty old thing the ancients left behind, and she got caught in it. Maybe one of the super styling contest contestants set it off by mistake. Focus everyone, we need to stop Mrs. Glove from fading away. You understand ancient women seem better than I do. Is there any way we can save her? Her name. What? Master once said, love is a miracle, but also a curse. The best way to keep a ghost from leaving is to softly call her name. It's a requiem spell. The only way to stop a ghost from completely fading away is to call out her real name. Come back, my wandering friend. Give me a moment so I can leave your gentleness in the world. The world, why'd you stop? I can't remember her name. Mrs. Strange, quickly, please tell living Mrs. Glove's first name. You don't remember either? What about Shuck? You must know. Does nobody remember Miss Glove's name? Hold on, you're telling me not one of you knows? How odd, it seems the memories of her have vanished from my mind. All I can remember is her time as a court musician. Other than that, I can't recall a single thing about her. Even though I can't remember her name or much of her past, my feelings for her haven't changed. She must be a dear friend to me. How curious. How could someone be so important and yet be completely forgotten by everyone? We don't have a lot of time to figure this out right now. Maybe we could check out her books and photos. They might give us a clue about what's going on. I'm not so sure. When we searched the ruins, we looked through every single book and stone. Nothing has Miss Glove's name on it. The only thing we found said musician on them, Shuck. This is the memory candle holder, just as Penelope used it to find the truth. It has the ability to reveal people's past and the memories of the departed. After I died, Olivia tried to use it to relive our memories together, but it didn't work. Only people with great strength can use their candle holder. Memory is a power that belongs only to the living. We dead souls can no longer call upon it. Nikki, you're strong enough. With the candle holder, you might be able to reveal her true name. I'll try my best, but how do I use the candle holder to learn about Miss Glove's past? You need her belongings. The more sentimental the object, the easier it can reveal the past. I'll search through the ruins and try to find something as soon as possible. I'll inform Sir Percy and I will join the search as well. Then I'll stay here and watch her. If anyone finds a clue, please bring it back here. We'll come with you. Miss Glove usually plays in the high tower. Let's start looking around here. Oh. Okay. Miss Glove. She's closely tied to the tower you mentioned earlier. There might still be clues up there waiting to be found. Is that not where we are? Ooh, book! The Red Cloak. Would you like a red cloak of silk ribbons and the finest white fur? When the cold wind passes and snow fills the sky, Like late blooming flowers dancing through the quiet deep winter. Let me, who holds the blade, become a clumsy tailor, with silk ribbons and the finest white fur. When shall I trim the embers and stitch the seams, so we may dance again in the silhouettes of winter? Let me, who plucks the strings, become an unknowing embroiderer, with silk ribbons and the finest white fur. When shall I unravel the night and fill it with patterns, so we may dance again in the silhouettes of winter? Would you like a red cloak of silk ribbons and the finest white fur? When the cold wind passes and snow fills the sky, like late blooming flowers dancing through the quiet of deep winter. Besides the carefully copied lyrics, a few faint lines are noted. But hatred has long bound me, dragging even those who once shared my path into a deepening abyss. Perhaps I should have tried to stand beneath the same sunlight with someone as bright and pure like you. I should never have tried to stand beneath the same sunlight. Once I have carried out the duty I must bear and cut off every innocent sacrifice before it takes root, I'll sing the song to you, my dear Cleo. Is her name Cleo? Or is that an unrelated clue? I'm not sure. But okay, it looks like we need to go down a bit. I was also kind of hoping the violin would be here, but no, not the violin, the harp. Apparently not, so let's go down and see if we can find anything. Ooh. Book of some description. Oh, it's relevant. Did we find anything? Ah! Ow, so hot! Open your eyes, see every charred bone, hear every scream. It's her indulgence, her negligence that led to today's tragedy. Why? What did we do wrong? Wipe away your useless tears, now, my dear Amy, you can stop all of this. Me? The gods gave you a gift, the dagger that can rewrite fate, only you can sever this endless cycle of tragedy. What should I do? Follow me for our future's sake. What? That's so awful, I had no idea that Miss Glove has such a tragic past, I feel like my frail little heart is breaking. Amy, that must be Miss Glove's name. Let's take the sheet music back to Mr. Strange. Did somebody just burn? What was that? That's so suspicious. So suspicious. Oh, Mr. Parasite. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. We are doing quest. We finished the quest, the like ghost quest from before, and now we're doing some other things. Royal medical records. Patient, Princess Phenomia. Exposure history. A few days ago in the Royal Library, sustained a minor cut from the page of an ancient scroll. Clinical presentation. Reduced sleep quality, frequent dreams. The patient reports repeatedly dreaming of the same figure, a human female approximately 20 years old with long hair, holding an extraordinary large cat. Attempts to communicate with the dream figure elicit vague responses, including mentions of rescue, failure, and countless times. The patient is unable to fully recall the dream content. Physical examination reveals no other notable abnormalities. Diagnosis and recommendations. Suspected mental overload due to academic stress. Recommended to take a calming herbal decoction before bed and return for follow-up evaluation in 5 days. Attending physician, Chief Royal Physician Daniel. Notes: the identity of the dream figure has not yet been determined. All known potential identities have been ruled out. The Royal Knights have thoroughly investigated the scroll in question, which contains only a song composed by a young girl before the veil fall. No other individuals who handled the scroll have reported similar symptoms. Academics speculate about the dream figure may originate from the era of the gods' activities, or even earlier. As to why the princess alone is affected, it may be because the figure is being more mysterious than even the gods themselves. Is that me? Are we the 20-year-old female with an abnormally large cat? I think we could be. I think we could be. Cremation. Quite possibly. Quite possibly. You did a Kaiko and accidentally plot progressed as request. Why is that a Kaiko? I mean, it's so valid, but why? Did you find it? Mum and I found a piece of sheet music in the tower. Nikki told Strange about the vision she had. I see, it was like a lullaby. This may be simple, but it already shows the flair Miss Glove became known for later on. Amy, yes, that child must be her. But this rough bark paper and cheap ink, even for the slums, was poorly made. Wow, you got all that just from a piece of sheet music? Momo, you must understand, back in our day, your class couldn't be changed. You were born into it. It wasn't commoners shared nothing but the moon and stars. They didn't even speak the same language. So that vision the candle holder revealed was Miss Glove's childhood? She must have lived in poverty. The vision described in the sheet music reminded me of something. Back when I was in the Undercity, the neighbouring Hope House orphanage caught fire. The flames raged for days, lighting up the sky brighter than any noble feast. 72 children and 12 adults died in the fire. One little girl made it out alive. That little girl must have been Miss Glove. Recovering such a painful memories, I wonder if it's a blessing or a curse for her. At least we know her name now. Now we can save her. Okay. Come back, my wandering friend. Please give me this moment to have your tenderness here amongst us in the world. Amy. Amy? Why? Did it not work? The fading seems to have slowed down. The Requiem spell should have taken effect, but for some reason it hasn't stopped completely. Is it because it spelled wrong or something? Maybe our timing was off. Why isn't she back to normal? Perhaps she has more than one name. More than one name, are you saying? Back when I was scavenging spoiled food with stray dogs in the Undercity, people called me York the Fleet. After I won the Queen's favour, I gave myself a new name to serve at court. Eventually people forgot about York in favour of Strange. But after I passed away, Percy remembered my old name and carved York on my tombstone. One of the few kind acts he committed in his life, if I'm honest. Mr. Strange. There's no need to be sad, for a ghost death is just one of countless bad memories. It's not worth mourning. My point is, if someone called me York now, it might take me a second to realise it was me they were talking to. So Amy could have been Miss Glove's name when she was a child. Once she got older and became a court musician, she must have started going by a different name. Exactly. A different name. That reminds me, you said that apart from Amy, every adult and child at the orphanage lost their life in the fire. Is that right? If that's true, then who was that old man I saw speaking with Amy in the middle of the flames? It sure is puzzling. Miss Nikki, perhaps you should talk to Percy. Her Majesty had him deal with the aftermath of the fire on her behalf. Even if Miss Glove's memories are erased, I'm certain he would remember all the details of his assignment. He's always been very dedicated to tasks like Her Majesty gives him. Alright, I'll go visit Sir Percy. Will you come with us, Mr. Strange? You wouldn't want to be there for our reunion, my dear. I think it's best if I stay behind and keep an eye on our unconscious companion. That makes sense. As long as you two act like allies and others yours like sworn enemies, it's hard to figure you two out. Perhaps we're both. After all, death is the most peculiar peacemaker. I think you ought to pay a visit to Percy, Miss Nikki. Hopefully his memory hasn't faded with time and he can give you the answers you're looking for. Okay. Where is Sir Percy? Is that the sword? I think it's the sword. Oh. Didn't work. I thought I was going the right way. Wait. That's so funny. Ghost! It's Nikki. Nikki's here. Your Excellency, it's been a while. I heard about what happened to Miss Glove. Is there anything I can do for you? Yes, can you tell us about the fire at Hope House Orphanage? Nikki shared all the information and something. My, what a tragedy. That memory still haunts me to this day. It was humid that summer and Her Majesty just released a few redundant officials. That led to quite a bit of oversight. That they say it was a recipe for disaster. You say it was humid? How could a fire of that scale break out with all the moisture in the air? Sharp. After days of thorough investigation, they revealed the fire was no accident. Quite the opposite. It was arson. Her Majesty had just ascended to the throne and her rule was so new, so investigation was met with quite a bit of resistance. On top of that, there was this mysterious force working against us in the shadows. After days of not finding anything, a fight suddenly broke out on the border, pulling me away. The case was left unresolved. I see. It seems like the public always blamed the Queen, which explains why that older... Oh right, there was an old man talking to Amy. Did he survive the fire too? No, I supervised the burial of all the victims. I know for a fact the only one who survived that night was Amy. I have to be honest, I have no idea who that man was. Ugh, seems like a dead end. So Percy, the other ghost that remember Miss Glove and all, do you remember anything? Wait a sec, since you're a sword, do these strange ancient spells even affect you? Unfortunately, I wasn't spared either, but I do recall investigating a murder in the royal palace. The victim was Her Majesty's personal musician. Miss Love was also a court musician. We might be able to find some clue about her past with the rest of the case's evidence, don't you think? I just hope that poor musician wasn't Miss Glove. Shouldn't the Queen's residence be the safest place to be? I had no idea such a heavily guarded fortress could be so dangerous. For those in the royal palace, Her Majesty's future would come at the expense of the prosperous life they enjoy today. So that's why they hated the Queen. I believe they were motivated by a fear of change, the fear that a strong, ambitious woman in power might take everything from them. And they knew she would, so they resorted to slander, false accusations, and even countless assassinations. I didn't know how to respond. Your era, your ideals, the future you hope for, I don't understand it. I've been wishful for quite a while. I've weathered some storms, but all that remains in my heart are mostly warm and cherished memories. I walk alongside the people of this land as they work to bridge gaps and live in harmony. I would have to imagine this is what you'd hope the land would become. You're right, this is what we want to wish for it to become. If only Her Majesty could see the good that has come out of her beautiful kingdom. I should remember the evidence from the investigation into the murdered musician is kept in the front yard. Nikki, I'll take you there. My apologies, I'm searching memories again. I won't take up more of your time, Your Excellency. All the evidence related to the case is here, Shak. Shak, did you interrupt Sir Percy's memories on purpose? You caught me. Actually, after Her Majesty passed away, Sir Percy was exiled to guard the palace. He ended up being the only one to actually live out his days without them being cut short. Watching his companions die one by one, he spent decades reliving those painful memories trapped in unending solitude. Sir Percy is far more regretful of his past than the other lords. I didn't mean to make him sad, I really didn't want to interrupt you. I'm sorry, Shak. I don't blame you, Shak. Sir Percy was able to gradually move past the shadows thanks to your thoughtfulness. You deserve a lot of credit. That's awfully kind of you, Nikki. I think I'm blushing, Shak. Alright, cool your jets. Nikki and I are going to get those belongings. Thank you for my extremely reminder that it feels too short. I wonder how much quest is left though. I know that meme. I think it's so good. You've done very well lately. Keep watching her closely, learn what she likes and dislikes, and stay as near to her as you can. Yes, my lord. I hear you've been getting along with one of her favourite musicians, is that right? My lord, Cleo. Cleo has nothing to do with it. I beg you, my lord, please don't drag her into this. Enough. Dwelling upon these meaningless attachments will only distract you from achieving your goals. Or have you already forgotten the 84 lives that were reduced to ashes in the fire? I beg your forgiveness, my lord. Remember your mission, dear child. Your fate and the fate of this kingdom depends on you. Do not let fleeting compassion lead you to betray those still suffering in the abyss. The what? Yes, my lord. Your instrument is tuned. Cleo? Duke Price, what are you doing here? What are you doing to Floya? She really seems to trust you. It's too bad. The trust ends here. What do you mean? Are you working together? My child, fate is teaching you a valuable lesson. Only the dead keep secrets. No, what are you... Save me, Floya. Oh! No! Who is this guy? Sounds like Cleo is probably the victim. That means Miss Glove must be Floya. But then there's the murder at Price. How are they connected? What's happening? Okay. Percy, do you know about this? Percy, what do we do? What's happening is that Percy's been frozen like this for a while. Is it really that hard to comprehend? Sir Percy? I'm sorry, Duke Price was Her Majesty's fiercest political rival during her reign. He was a leading figure among the opposition nobles. Her Majesty wanted equality and happiness for everyone, even commoners. Naturally, the conservative nobles saw that as a threat. And my mother came from that family. I wasn't sure how to talk about it. I see. No, it can't be. It sounds to me that your loyalty to the crown over family is all the more admirable, Sir Percy. I couldn't choose the family I was born into, and neither could my mother, but I could choose where I belong. Wait, we're missing something very important. If Floria is Miss Glove and Price is the Queen's political rival, why would two people from opposing sides meet in secret? So secretly that they felt like they had to eliminate Cleo immediately just because she stumbled upon them. Exactly, it sounds pretty shady. If you ask me, Miss Glove, was she some kind of spy? She might be, if she truly serves Bryce, even as a ghost. I won't just stand by and do nothing. Ah, right, protecting Her Majesty is our mission, shuck. Maybe we should try and wake her up by calling her Floyd just in case, then we'll ask her. When playing her music to call out to the Queen under the moonlight, she looked so devoted. I find it hard to believe that it was just an act. Oh, what's wrong? I feel like someone's here. Ah! Why are you shouting so loudly? You scared me half to death. It's the Will-O-Wisp. What are you doing here, Shuck? I'm just a side character. I can't help you lead all that much. I just thought I'd be on the lookout to make sure no outsiders came near the ruins. I wouldn't want your work to be interrupted and have folks be affected by those strange spells. Two tough words for softer heart. I gotta say, your ghosty look is kinda cute. Finally. It looks like you found another name for her. We should wake her up. Quickly now. I ran to Her Majesty's door. She seemed really worried. Okay, we're on our way. Okay. Up the stairs, up the stairs. Gotta go up the stairs. Ooh, up. No. No, what? Why? Why won't you let me climb? No. Why? There we go. Problem solved. Come back, my wandering friend. Please give me this moment to have your tenderness here amongst us in the wild. Floya. Look, she's awake. Floya, are you alright? Don't call me that. What's wrong? Floya, that's the name Price gave me when he ordered me to go to the Royal Palace. What, Price? How could you be? Price told me the orphanage fire was entirely Philomea's fault, and that only by overthrowing her could I truly avenge my family. After rescuing me from the orphanage fire, he gave me the identity of Floya and sent me to the palace to eavesdrop, waiting for the perfect moment. So was Cleo part of your plan too? Cleo, my poor Cleo. The day she stumbled upon our meeting and Price killed her with the poison dagger I kept hidden up my sleeve. I shouldn't have let her help me restring my instrument. She was the kindest person to me in the whole palace. Even these gloves were a gift from her. I really let her down. So you're saying you were Price's spy and you had a poison dagger? I remember Philomea saying she died from poisoning too. Oh! Was it me who killed the queen? I already caused the death of my best friend, and now, no, I was only fulfilling my mission to avenge my family for their fiery deaths. I should hate her, I should, but why does it hurt so much? Nonsense, Her Majesty was exiled to these wild lands as a child and witnessed the suffering of countless commoners. She spent her whole life fighting for everyone else's happiness, taking countless insults and ultimately paying for it with her life. How could she possibly have anything to do with the orphanage fire? I don't know, I just don't know. Everyone calm down. I can tell Miss Glove's pain is real. If she really were a spy, how could she break down like this over harming the queen? Memories may fade, but the light left in your heart will never go out. We all remember the peace and comfort she brought us, don't we? Go to the palace underground. I saw a poison dagger there once. You're still fading, so you may still have other names. I hope the dagger leads to other names, and that's whatever's behind it proves your innocence. But what if it proves I'm guilty? Standing around changes nothing, but hope is always on the road ahead. Go to the palace underground, find the dagger, and find your hope. I have nothing to say for now. Go find the truth, the final answer you've all been looking for. Okay, that makes me think this quest is almost done. So maybe it won't take too long. Just a little bit. Okay, we gotta go this way. Wait, that's not on the ground. That's above ground. Look, it's Feline and Livy. Traitors don't deserve to see tomorrow. You're a traitor, you betrayed Her Majesty's trust. Feline, Livy, how did you know? You overheard our conversation, didn't you? You must be those eavesdroppers Momo sent while we were at Sir Percy's place. We didn't mean to eavesdrop, we promise. You're just too kind, Nikki, so we're all grateful to you. But her, she's the one who killed Her Majesty. I'll never let you find your name and go unpunished. As the culprit, you must pay. Calm down, nothing has been confirmed yet. We need to find the dagger and recover her lost memories if we want to get to the bottom of this. The first time I met Miss Glove, she was performing for the Queen. Her playing, her singing, everything about her was all for the Queen. Their bond must be deeper than death itself. That's why they can reunite here as ghosts hundreds of years after they passed away. How can someone like that kill the Queen? We can't take that risk anymore. If Her Majesty had lived another 5 or 10 years, then she would have seen that her dream for this land had come true at last. The prize assassin had to ruin everything with a single drop of that deadly poison. Feline would never let her near Her Majesty after something so heinous, never in 1,000 years. I trust her. Her Majesty! After my passing, Olivia had entrusted you with keeping one of the palace's 3 tokens safe. It truly illustrates her faith in you. I trust Nikki, I trust my instincts, and I trust Olivia. That means you must be a trustworthy ally. At least you once were. What? Thank you, my Feline and my Livy. Thank you for caring for me so deeply. This kindness is enough to heal my wounds. Since it appears you both believe it to be so, we can promise to comply. The dagger lies in the deepest part of the cavern. Please see to it that the truth is uncovered. I will. Thank you for still believing in me, Your Majesty. Until the truth comes to light, you're still my subject. Beholding the dignity of my people is what a ruler should do. You may leave now. Ooh. Okay. I think we just gotta find the dagger. Dagger? Wait, is this... Okay, you know what? We're just gonna run. If we find the things we need, we find the things we need. Oh, wait, actually. Let me see. How many are there? They're 13 and 1. Okay, that's not that big. That's quite small, actually. Okay. Okay. We can find it, I believe. Book! Dear Philomia, Feline, spring has arrived, and the potted plant you gave me earlier is already in bloom. Have the flowers blossomed in the palace as well? Since my mother was crowned queen, you moved to the palace. And we haven't seen each other. The other letters I wrote to you before still haven't been answered. Yesterday, the handmaid brought back a parcel for the palace. I thought it was a reply, but when I opened it, it turned out to be a sheet of music sent to the musician. This musician told me you didn't have time to reply because you were too busy. Being an adult must come with so many worries. If only I could stay a child forever. I heard father wouldn't let you come back for your mother's funeral. You must feel so heartbroken not being able to say goodbye to her one last time. Last night, I sneaked out of the cemetery when the guards weren't looking and placed a bouquet of flowers for you on the late Queen's grave. Does that bring you even a little comfort? The real reason I'm writing is to invite you to my birthday banquet next month. You couldn't attend in previous years because of your duties, but can you come this year? If not, I'll have to let the doll you left behind in the palace, Feline, sit next to me instead. At least then, one Feline will be there at my party. Feline, isn't life at the palace dreadfully dull? I wish I could come and keep you company, but the handmaid insists I'm still too young to leave home. In the meantime, I've asked Miss Musician to prepare a few music books for you. When you're bored, you can look through them. I've even transcribed the nursery rhyme we used to sing together as children. There's so much more I want to say, but the handmaid says that children who chatter too much can be annoying, so save the rest of my birthday party. You must come. And one last thing, if it's not too much trouble, please write to me more often. Your sister, Olivia. Oh. Well, that was very sweet. Okay. Chest! Opened. Okay, and then go like this. Oh, okay, I thought it was gonna just be a... Nope, I gotta work for this Whimstar. Apparently. Let's go this way. Oh, I can hear the thing, it's ticking. Ah! Oh, phew. That was close. Okay, let's grab that. There we go. I think I saw some orbs as well. I did in fact see some orbs. Is that it? Okay, I didn't. I'm a bit lost. Where was I supposed to be going? This way? Maybe? Oh, there is a hole here. So maybe I'm supposed to go into this hole? Well, there's some orbs. Ooh. Oh, I fell. Ooh. Ooh. More orbs. Oh, I fell. Whoops. Okay, let's go back. Okay, let's go up. Oh no. Are these gonna spin? No. Oh gosh. Okay. This is fine. It's not fine. Oh. Okay. I don't like this. Why would you put mid-air combat when the pillars spin? This is so rude. Just let me climb. No. Why? Why would you let me climb? Okay. Okay. Oh, which way am I facing? Okay. No! No! Actually, you know what? If I fall in the water, I might teleport back up. Yes. Okay. Fine. This is fine. Go away. Are they all gone? Okay. Oh. That wasn't... Okay, I thought that was gonna be the chest with whatever present I needed. But no! It was just a chest. Ooh, book. Unsigned diary. Lord Strange, accompanied by a caravan carrying rare and precious treasures, briefly stopped at the palace, apparently because the weight of the load caused one of their wheels to break. Honestly, despite his humble origins, this man, who now holds the highest position in the Royal Council, doesn't instill me with much warmth. I can't help but feel that behind his constant smile, he views everyone as mid-pawns. Also, his eyes make you feel like he's evaluating goods on shelf. In terms of being approachable, Sir Percy is the best. Although his face is hard as iron, he treats everyone equally, even people like me. A humble servant stationed in a remote palace may not have a hint of a smile on his face, but his fairness is evident in his actions. For some reason, Lord Strange and Sir Percy seem to be at odds with each other, constantly clashing whenever they're in the same room. They're always verbally sparring, dueling with words. I've even heard that when it came to deciding the venue for Princess Olivia's coming-of-age ceremony, whether it would be held in the royal palace, as tradition dictates, or at the palace where the two sisters spent their childhoods, they wouldn't stop arguing in front of Her Majesty. A senior servant who'd once intimately served Queen Philomia said that Her Majesty actually saw this as a sign of their good relationship. I don't get it. It's hard to imagine what it'd be like for Lord Strange, who's always smiling, and Sir Percy, who never smiles, having a raging argument with welcome to be red in the face. But Her Majesty doesn't mind, so I guess it's fine, right? I almost forgot the chief musician ordered someone to come and take the music scores Her Majesty left at the palace today, saying they needed to use them as a foundation for a new piece for the coming-of-age ceremony. They had to hurriedly gather everything before the handmaid noticed. So many people are preparing for Princess Olivia's coming-of-age ceremony. It sounds like it'll be such a grand event. I really wish I could attend and witness it myself. Ooh, very mysterious. Ooh, I see something. I see some orbs. Okay, let's cross over and get whatever thing oh, poison dagger! That's what we're looking for. This is it. Oh, it's ghostly. Is this the ghost outfit? Oh yeah, it is. So spooky. Are we not almost done? You were expecting the dagger to stab Momo. I did think the dagger was going to try and stab us and we were going to have to dodge, or Miss Glove was going to save us by getting stabbed as a ghost, but it didn't. Which surprised me. Okay, oh, are we going to get to talk to Remembrance Shadow? Okay. Okay. Chief Musician, Her Majesty is waiting for you. May your music finally grant her peace. This is the only other thing we can do for her. Chief, the music. Am I back in Miss Glove's past? Vilio, how is Her Majesty? Garcia, she resisted the poison for quite some time, but now she's barely hanging on by a thread. This reminds me of when we were doing the snake quest. This kind of talking to the shadows thing. Who could have such a thing? Where were the knights during all of this? Darn it, I was so close, so close. That voice sounds like Strange, Mrs. Strange. Even if Her Majesty, even if I'm the only one left, I will carry on. He's consumed by grief and rage, he can no longer hear us. You're back. The poison burned my eyes and I can't see your face. Please come closer. You? How are you? Don't be sad for me. I wasn't too hungry that day, so I only took 2 sips of the poison tea. If it weren't for that, I wouldn't have had the chance to say goodbye to you. So it sounds like the Queen's poison had nothing to do with either the dagger or Miss Glove. I thought I had decades to plan and proceed at my own pace, but now I must change my course. Percy has already set out. Olivia will be back at the Royal Palace by tomorrow if I don't make it until dawn. I need to tell her, no matter how pridefully others slander me, she must not argue back. She would do well to stand with them and openly denounce my tyranny. Only then will those misled by the noble's words, those convinced that I was a tyrant, support her reign. Only then will she be able to bring about real change. It is then that she will finally be able to outwit those hawks and give our ideals a chance. Her reign will spread happiness to all. You want to bear this stain yourself to highlight Olivia's virtue, just to pave the way for your sister's rule? Yes, this is the best case scenario. But if no one defends you, their slander will go down in history as the truth. No one will ever know the real you. They'll never know everything you've done for this land. Is there really no other way? I recall this dream I had. It was of someone I'd never met, but somehow still felt quite familiar to me. She said she also had a goal that must be accomplished, and for it she'd failed countless times, as many times as there are stars in the sky. A younger me then asked her, had she seen my fate hidden in any of those failures? Had she seen my ideals realized on this beloved land? She said nothing, but I found the answer in her eyes. Regardless of success or failure, I'd taken a step forward with courage. My life has been a constant struggle, only death is unconquerable. Since the end is inevitable, I'm willing to become the first cornerstone in building a better world. The person you saw in your dreams, that sounds like? I may not live to see the sunrise tomorrow. Do you remember? I returned it to you. Once a weapon of hatred, it can now become a shield that protects what we value most. My ideals, my kingdom, my Olivia, I leave them in your hands. I will, Philomia, for the ideals we share. I knew you could. The day you gave me this dagger, I knew you could do it. Good child, think of those who already died. Only her death can end your pain. She's lying. He's lying. I looked into that fire, the truth is not what it seems. Amy, it hurts. How much will you sacrifice? From the first day you stepped into the royal palace, I knew who you were. Why? Why did you deceive me? I'm willing to give you one more chance to choose. Pierce my heart, bury the life eaten away by hatred. Or let go of it, forget the lies that have bound you your whole life, and chase the dawn you deserve. The world you envision, will it truly come to be? No children carrying in flames, no souls enslaved to hatred. No hunger, no tears, equal genders, equal status. A world that everyone can understand one another and even commoners are free to sing. I want to see that world with my own eyes. I understand why Price chose you. I swear on my late mother's name, I will dedicate my life to this until the dawn of that new world shines upon everyone. Now, come to me. Rosanisse. She didn't stab her! Yay! It was unrelated poison! Miss Glove, I just saw your farewell with Phenomia. Thank you for everything you've done for me. I finally regained my memories. Thanks to you. This is the kindness I won't soon forget. This time, let me tell the story. In our time, wealth, knowledge, and even art were controlled by the nobles. Their power was so far-reaching and entrenched that even the king had to show them deference. No wonder I felt something was wrong when speaking with Sir Percy. Poisoning the monarch, planting spies, I just couldn't believe a noble could possibly commit such horrible crimes. They only supported Her Majesty's ascension because she'd been raised in exile far from the capital. Her parents died and she was easily manipulated. But they didn't anticipate that the royal puppet would turn out to be far more rebellious than they imagined. She wanted to enforce laws that benefited the common people, unify the languages of nobles and commoners, and curtail the nobles' power. How could they possibly allow that? I see, so that's the reason Price harbours such hatred for the Queen and wants her gone. That's right, he was responsible for the fire at the orphanage. He just needed a musically gifted child from the slums, one he could manipulate to get close to the Queen. A decade later, I went by Floya and became driven by revenge. I thought I hid my motives from the Queen, but she had seen through my facade from the very beginning. She did not expose me. First, she wanted to use me to flush out other spies. Second, she saw herself in me, a girl ground down by power struggles. On the night of the assassination, she told me the truth and even gave me a chance. She wanted me to leave the royal palace and run far away to pursue a life that was truly my own. But in the end, she chose to stay behind. That's what I saw in my visions. Because I wanted to see the world she envisioned, one with no hunger, no tears, everyone speaking the same language, and even commoners being free to sing. I chose her ideals, she trusted me fully, and gave me the name Rosanisse, meaning a rosy dawn and promising future. In return, I gave her my dagger to prove my loyalty. Everything was going smoothly. I watched as our ideals took root in the shadows until one day Her Majesty was poisoned. Yikes, what a offending. At least it proves you're not to blame for the Queen's death. If only I'd seen through Price's eyes sooner, or if someone had caught the attendant serving the poisoned tea in time. Would things have turned out differently then? Her Majesty could have implanted her grand plan steadily without bearing a stain on her name. Yet she did all this to ensure Princess Olivia ascended the throne. She held on until the eye of Princess Olivia's coming of age when she would assume the throne. She entrusted her final wishes to me. Since then, I've been supporting Olivia in secret, but it's a pity. What's a pity? Follow me. An old trimmed document. An old trimmed document is edges bearing creases that suggest it was once carefully tucked between the pages of a book, only to be accidentally left here. Following the orders of higher authorities, a public opinion survey was conducted regarding the recent decree issued by the Craftian royal family. The results are as follows. To protect the privacy of the citizens, all interviewees were given pseudonyms. Robert, decree? What does that have to do with me? I don't earn much anyway, so why bother worrying about it? You say according to the new decree, I'll have to pay a few hundred less flames just from farming? That's great. With that extra money, I can buy a new loom for my wife. Angeli, really? No one will know who I am? Then I'll say what I'm thinking. Of course it's a good thing. With his new policy, the boss can't just learn my wages a snap of his fingers like he always does. Just thinking about this big green face makes me feel so much better. Crispy candy. A decree? Is that some kind of cookie? I don't quite understand the question, but Dad said he'll buy me an extra jar of candy every month from now on. I love candy. Tea or coffee? I work as a maid at the Count's house. Yes, the Count. He's been to study recently, discussing important matters with other nobles and officials. When I went in to drop off some water, I overheard them talking about strategies regarding the new decree. But it's such a good decree. Why do they need to discuss strategies against it? Leander. My colleagues have been discussing this matter recently as well. If you ask me, the person behind this decree has been too bold. Even for the sake of protecting the people, it shouldn't be so radical. Trying to fight against the long-standing nobles with just one's own power won't be enough. Those useless officials won't let her get away with this. Ooh. Okay. Okay, let's go this way. How do I... Where am I meant to be going? Okay, not that way. Is it this way? Or is there a way to leave? Or do you just like exit? Did I get all of the orbs? No, I got most of them though. Okay. I think we just have to leave though. I'll come back for those orbs. You just go down. Sometimes you can just kind of leave. Wait, no, I'm still inside. There we go. Okay. Who poisoned the queen? Well, someone's serving tea. Wow. Oh. Ah, there we go. Okay, I need to go to... Ooh, I'm in the floor. That's not good. Oh, there, this is fine. Okay, we gotta go to... statue at the front. Let's go this way. Okay. I never thought beautiful flowers could bloom in a desolate place. This is to be my resting place. 5 years after Humanity's tragic passing, Christ discovered I had been disloyal. He robbed me of my voice with poison, severed my hands, and erased every trace of my existence. Oh. With that, he had wiped out Rosanisse completely. He cursed me with the most dreadful whimsy, dooming me to be forgotten by everyone I cherished in life. It was as if I had never existed at all. Back then, Olivia's reign was still brand new. All she could do was order a musician's apprentice to secretly carry my hands out of the palace and bury them with my body in this place. That's why I was able to return to this world in this form. If you'd chosen to leave back then, you probably could have survived. I don't regret my decision at all. I would rather die for hope than have to live a life of toil and ignorance under the noble's oppression. But didn't you ever think it might fail? What if it did? Wouldn't all the sacrifices be for nothing? Of course I did, but even without Her Majesty, there was a princess without the princess. But there was a princess. Without the princess, there was Strange. Percy, myself, and countless others. We were willing to sacrifice everything for hope. Reform is never easy, but there will always be unyielding souls to raise the banner of hope again and again until the dawn of a new world comes. Yes, there will always be those who choose hope, no matter how slim the hope may seem. I would have done the same. Perhaps that's why I felt at ease with you when we first met. Miss Glove, oh wait, you already found your other names, so I don't really need to call you that anymore. What should we call you now? Well, I was Amy, Floya, and Rosanisse. Without these thorns and roses, I'm not sure I would be who I am today. That's true, but we should choose a name that you can use every day. Otherwise, it'd feel like we don't really know each other yet. What's gone is gone. It's you who matters most to me. And please call me Rosanisse. The name carries our shared ideals, and it's what almost everyone in the ruins knows you by. Hi everyone, did I miss anything? Many memories are flooding back, strange yet familiar. I feel dizzy. Tell us what's really going on, Rosanisse. Don't worry, you'll have plenty of time to hear about the history of this land, where everyone lives in happiness and harmony. You're right, ghosts have all the time in the world now, don't they? My story begins with a little girl named Amy. Hundreds of years later, the Queen and the ghost ideals were finally realized on this land. Momo, do you think our wishes will come true too? What wishes? Oh, you mean the super styling contest? Of course. No matter what, we'll give it our best. You're right, let's make some miracles happen. Such friendly ghosts! Is that it? Ah! There we go, I think! That is it.
Thanks for watching, everyone. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. If you'd like to see me play live, then check out my Twitch channel. You can find me on Wednesdays and Sundays at 8 PM GMT. Thanks again, and have a great day.